Wait ka tumata. Say hi to the camera. Hello everyone, and thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Basically what this video is going to be about is just a kind of like a 2-in-1, how I managed to become someone termed skinny into someone who was termed more leaner and a lot stronger, and also at the same time kind of introduce myself and explain my whole fitness journey. The very first thing that you guys should know about me is that I was always athletic growing up. So from the picture that you guys see here, this was taken in my first year in college. At a really young age, I was actually really athletic, right? So I would play different sports from basketball, football, swimming, track and field. Probably, if you guys can name the sport, I was probably in it. It's actually also part of the national team of handball, and so yeah, I was there. But so for my size at the time, I was actually relatively quite, I guess, strong, as you guys would say. But I managed to get even leaner and gain more muscle mass and even more strength through weight training. After I graduated from high school, when I went to college, I used to study in UP. So I used to study in UP Diliman in College of Human Kinetics, and I got my bachelor's degree in sports science. At the time, I didn't know what kind of course I got myself into, but as soon, probably the first few days, I realized that this course was absolutely perfect for me. The picture that you guys see on the right with me, kind of gaining more muscle and more strength, this was probably taken around my 3rd year of college or 4th year of college. And so throughout this time, I learned how to lift weights. I learned everything about the gym with my own conditioning, strength and conditioning. I had no experience with that. So I never went to the gym specifically for my performance or to gain muscle, to gain strength. I didn't know that was what the gym was for. That's just how clueless I was at the time. Probably the first time I ever went to the gym was all the way back in Dubai when my mom was working out and she was doing her cardio, whatever. And first movement that I did was bicep curls. This was actually super memorable for me just because, I feel like everyone at some point in their lives did bicep curls because they didn't know what they were doing. I was very fortunate enough to have studied this course, to have learned this course, and so this was actually what caused me to grow physically, but also as a human being, right? Around my 2nd year of college, I took this course called weight training, and remember, I had no experience with the gym whatsoever. So with weight training, what happened was I learned everything about the gym. And so this was actually the stepping stone for me. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I was doing everything wrong at the time, way before. I feel like a lot of the people watching this video will relate to that, just because you probably don't know what you're doing also, and that's okay to admit it, because I admit that I didn't know what I was doing before. So how did I manage to get to get there, to get to that goal? So I used whatever I learned with programming. So I of course lifted weights. I lifted weights heavy. Number 2 was I focused on my nutrition. I ate quite a lot of protein. And 3, I recovered quite well. And then when you put all those 3 together and you do them consistently, then that's actually how you see results, okay? So I'll probably go more in depth in those topics in the future, but basically that's it. After graduating from college, I then started working for a private company called Segovia Strength. You guys can go and check them out. I'm so fortunate meeting them and being mentored by the amazing team behind Segovia Strength and Conditioning. I'm on my way to get my first certification, hopefully, after this pandemic. So that's it for today's video. So again, make sure to check out my social media page. So I have a Facebook page, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!